Funeral Home and Crematory, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, Potter's Bar and Grill, McClure and Wolf Certified Public Accountants, Russ Playho, your local Allstate Insurance Agent, Jeff Dennis at RE/MAX Select Realty, Thurby's Riverside Ford Sales, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Fact, the T-Berry Law Offices and Attorney Vincent T-Berry, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, the Baker Chiropractic Wellness Center, Bartok Lawn Care, Reese Warehouse in Smithfield, Caring Mission Home Care, Cherokee Recycling, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Chips Residential Services, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, the C. Harper Auto Group, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, United Bank, Grace Veterinary Services, Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians, Ford of Uniontown, J&S Bridal, Joby's Golf, MB Home Remodeling, M&R Transit, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, Misfit Pooch Mobile Spa, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop, Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill, Uniontown, SWGI and U.S. Digestive Health, Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service, Jeff Varney at Wright Honda, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Stewart Collision, Casey Sports Cafe, Uniontown Detailing, the Brewston Chiropractic Studio, Target Safety Solutions, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, George Dental Associates, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, 2G Brothers Pizza, Sandy Howell Notary Services, Mark Hahn Building Supplies, and by Ted Silva and Son, Body and Fender Repair. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
From Mo Rubenstein Stadium in Ambridge, it's time for high school football action here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, a pair of 1-0 teams meet as the Ambridge Bridgers host the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Josh Kreisig behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys Hill House studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians and by J&S Bridal. And Tony, a lot of similarities between these two programs. Both schools 2-8 a season ago, and they were both winners last week as well. Laurel Highlands downing Uniontown by a score of 45-20, while Ambridge knocked off Western Beaver 30-14.
Yeah, and a lot of differences in the offense here, Brian. So you had Ambridge winning last week 30-14, but pretty much stuck to the run the whole game, whereas Laurel Highlands, a little bit of passing, had Antoine Black catch a couple touchdown passes, but scored a lot of points in a short amount of time in the end of that second quarter. We figured out over 20 points scored in the last minute, 56 seconds. So quick strike offense for the Mustangs and a little bit more deliberate for Ambridge. So I think we have two pretty evenly matched teams here tonight.
And I watched some of Ambridge's game last week against Western Beaver. They reminded me a lot of Albert Gallatin's offense from last year. Multiple players in the backfield, as you said, a lot of running.
A lot of running, and they got a lot of talent back there, too. And you have a bunch of guys that can actually interchange each other and be pretty much similar. You're not really dropping off any at all when there's changes made.
You certainly keep us on our toes tonight as well with all the play-by-play, with them using multiple running backs out of that formation offensively throughout the course of the evening. And you look at Laurel Highlands last week, they got solid performances out of quarterback Noah Lyon, running backs Gio Guerriere and Parker Hoff, and you mentioned Antoine Black. A good game as well last week. And they'll need those guys to step up again this week as well.
I think so. And really, the thing about Parker Hoff, he had a great game offensively, but I think even a better game defensively last week. He was on every tackle, it seemed, and made a lot of big plays for the Mustangs defensively.
The last time the Mustangs played on this field, actually back in the WPIAL playoffs in 2021 against Aliquippa. So at least the Mustang coaching staff may be familiar to the sights and scenes of Ambridge, what they were able to see from a couple of years ago.
Well, and also a little bit different team than they saw on this field. Yeah, a little bit different team than they saw on this field a couple of years ago too. But like I said, I think it's going to be a pretty good challenge, and it would be a nice win for the Mustangs to start out 2-0, especially this early in the season, and get it going and be ready to go for conference play.
Well, Ambridge's head coach Sherman McBride, an Aliquippa grad in his fourth season here at Ambridge. He was a former Aliquippa assistant as well, so he knows the Quips pretty well.
Knows the Quips pretty well, and actually probably runs a lot of the same offense that they used to. But it's one of those things where, like I said, the Mustangs need to step up on defense, maybe a couple big plays on offense, but really an evenly matched game, so something that they can actually pull out a win.
And Rich Colasar in his 6th year here at Laurel Highlands. Tonight is actually the first time that Ambridge and Laurel Highlands have played since 2003 when Ambridge down the Mustangs 27-26 at Laurel Highlands. The last time the two schools played on this field back in 2002 when Laurel Highlands defeated Ambridge 19-9. Those are the only 2 times the schools have actually met on the gridiron.
That's interesting, especially for as long as a tradition as both. Well, especially Ambridge, I should say. Their last WPIAL championship, 1932. So they've been around quite a while. Not as long. I mean, obviously, Laurel Highlands has not been as long as Ambridge has been around, but still, you would have thought they'd have met over the last 50-some years.
Ambridge, an all-time record of 442, 509, and 40. The Mustangs, 213, 369, and 7. They went over 200 program wins back in 2021. Should be a competitive game tonight, Tony.
Looking forward to it. Really, it was a long trip for us, but I think we're going to see a pretty good game.
And we'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar, and the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The summer sales event is going on now at Thurby's Riverside Ford, and the deals are hot. Hey, Jimmy, did you see that the new 2024 Ford Escapes now come with 2.9% financing for 72 months, plus $575 in Ford credit bonus cash?
The new 2024 Ford Edge has 1.9% for 60 months, plus $1,000 in Ford credit bonus cash. The incentives are back, and the interest rates are low for the summer sales event. And check this out, the new 2024 Ford F-150 XLT, the best-selling truck on the planet, has a special deal of 0% APR for 36 months, plus $900 in Ford credit bonus cash, plus trade assist of $1,600.
Did I mention we just received a shipment of 2024 Ford Maverick pickup all-wheel drive, starting at just $27,735. We've got the deals, and we've got the inventory.
Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd, 2024. Ford Motor Credit financing required.
Cologuard and other stool or blood screening tests detect cancer, but only colonoscopy can actually prevent colon cancer via detecting and removing precancerous polyps. Having a 30-minute painless colonoscopy every 10 years beginning at age 45 could save your life. Call U.S. Digestive Health at 724-437-7677.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday's Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you?
When you see doctors Paul Hartley and Mary Beth Riley, plus nurse practitioners Sarah Bozek, Jessica Reckart, and Stacy Morris, you get one-on-one personal professional health care serving the area for over 3 decades. If you're looking for a primary care doctor, call Doctors Hartley and Riley at 724-437-1109 or online at ppcp.org. Or
serving number 3,944.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
McClure & Wolf, Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, Certified Public Accountants.
Prime Roseneck back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs on the road at Ambridge taking on the Bridgers, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar. And, Coach, always nice to start off the season with a win as you did last week against Uniontown by a score of 45-20.
Absolutely. That's a goal every week to go 1-0, and starting with a win, I think it really made the guys feel good that they were rewarded for all their efforts this offseason.
I thought Noah Lyon very consistent aside from that one interception, 88 yards passing, actually rushed for over 100 yards. We got him for 10 carries for 102 yards, and I think really did a lot of good things for your program.
Yeah, he had, an excellent offseason, and, you really got to see his progress there from who he was a season ago to now. And, as a junior, he feels comfortable in the offense, and we're able to put a lot more on his plate than we could a year ago.
Yeah, Antoine very consistent as well, 88 yards receiving, solid in the return game. Had a couple of carries for you as well, and that's pretty much, I think, what you expected from Antoine coming into the season.
Absolutely. I think, he had a little down year by his standards last year. I think he showed Friday night that he's kind of back to who he was 2 years ago, and it was a pleasant sight to see him play like that.
And, of course, Parker Hoff, a solid game, 70 yards rushing and a touchdown. And we were impressed with Gio Guerriere as well. He was your number one tailback coming into the season, and Steve actually mentioned on the air, kind of reminded him of the old Joe Morris from back in the day playing for the New York Giants, and he had a nice game on the ground and a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, Gio's really talented. He's one of our faster kids, and, he's really trying to work to learn to be a running back. He's always been a receiver. He worked in that slot. So, he's going to get better and better as the year goes on. And, Parker's our main leader. He's our go-to guy. He can do pretty much anything you ask him to do. If we need him in the play line, he could probably do that too. But, so we just have a lot of different weapons, and I think there's some other guys that we still didn't get the ball to that hopefully we do a better job of that this week.
I'm sure as a coach, you're always looking for areas to improve upon, and one of those areas probably was the penalties you committed. And of course, that's to be expected in a season-opening game. I'm sure that's something you'd like to limit a little bit this week going into the matchup on the road at Ambridge.
Definitely have to fix that. We talk about unforced errors, making mistakes that, we can control 100% by ourselves. We made too many of those. I think the officials try to do a really good job of keeping that game under control. They understand it's a week 0 game. It's a rivalry game. They try to prevent any chippiness from happening. So I get what they were doing. I think our kids will probably be in a little better mindset this week, and hopefully we'll see a lot less penalties.
Of course, special teams always big as well. You go back a couple of years ago, had a great kicker in Harry Radcliffe, and we looked at Tanner Brewsda and saw what he brought to the table last week. Certainly shows he has a pretty good leg out there, both kicking and punting.
Yeah, Tanner's really good. He's worked, again, another kid that worked really hard. He's gone to a lot of different camps and different individual training. Was one of our highest attenders in off-season workouts. We know that he can make field goals from over 50 yards. He can put kickoffs in the end zone, and he's worked hard to improve his punt game. So it's nice to have a weapon on that part of your game as well.
You look at the matchup this week with Ambridge, a program pretty similar to your program. They're 2-8 a year ago, picked up a win last week over Western Beaver. And looking at some of the stuff that I've seen on Ambridge, they certainly like to run the football a lot.
Yeah, they definitely came out last week with a different set than they did in their scrimmage. They went a lot of wildcat and just tried to beat a more physical team. I think they feel confident in their line and their running backs, and they like that set. I'd expect to see some more of that this week, but they will run a traditional offense. I've read that the coach has 17 seniors that have been with him for 4 years, so they really have the culture that he wants to have created there. And I'm sure they're trying to push to have one of their best seasons in recent history.
Yeah, it's certainly a good road test to get you ready for conference play in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I told our kids this week that we have, a lot of obstacles this week. It's the first week of school. We have a long bus ride. There's a lot of different challenges they're going to face and different adversity. But they got to lock in and just try to, control the controllables, be ready to go when it's time to play football, and still have that great week of preparation so that we're ready to play again on Friday.
Anything different that we'll see from your program this week?
Like I said, I think offensively we want to, try to distribute the ball a little bit more. Friday we really didn't need to use our passing game. You see that by the fact we only threw a few passes. So I think, we're going to want to work on that. Hopefully we get a chance to use it. But if we don't need to, absolutely, we'll be content to run the ball. I think defensively we're going to continue to work. We might see some different sets out there. But we really want to see some improvement on special teams. I felt like we should have played better than we did in that phase of the game. So I hope we see some improvement there Friday night.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you up in Beaver County at Mo Rubenstein Stadium on Friday night.
All right, thanks, Brian.
That's our Highlands head coach, Rich Colasar. The Mustangs on the road tonight at Ambridge, taking on the Bridgers. You can also watch the Perry Uniontown game on the WMBS Facebook page. We'll have more in our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Hi, I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As the senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Jeffrey Varney here from Wright Honda in Uniontown. Are you looking for a new vehicle but don't want to go through the hassle of the buying experience? Then it's time to visit Wright Honda and ask for me, Jeff Varney, General Sales Manager. I'm ready to assist you with all your new and pre-owned car needs. I'm committed to make sure you get the best deal. Come see me today, Wright Honda, or call me on my cell phone, 724-812-2749. I'm here to help you get in your new car today. WrightHondaCars.com.
Mark-On Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality, Mark-On is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Mark-On today at 724-329-5542. Mark-On Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Prime Roseneck back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football action on WMBS tonight. Laurel Highlands at Ambridge taking on the Bridgers, now being joined by Ambridge head coach Sherman McBride. And Sherman, your Bridgers program snapping a 6-game losing streak going back to last season with a win last week over Western Beaver, and certainly nice you can set the tone for a new season with a win as you did last week?
Overall, I was pleased with our performance and everything, but like you said, it was the first real game that we participated in, and, you know, a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers and everything, so that's what we kind of like worked on this week.
It's now your fourth year here at Ambridge. Of course, you were a former assistant where you actually played high school football over at Aliquippa. Aliquippa's program certainly used to winning on a year-in and year-out basis. What have you been able to do in your 3 or 4 years here at Ambridge to try to instill that winning culture that you had at Aliquippa? And it seems like your program here at Ambridge is starting to make some strides.
Yeah, I've seen improvement every year. You know, sometimes it's not all about W's and L's all the time, but when you're getting back what you think that you're putting in, that makes a big difference.
Laurel Highlands this week, obviously a program you're probably not that familiar with. They played a game at your stadium against Aliquippa in the playoffs a few years back. Talk a little bit about the matchup of the Mustangs this week.
I think we match up pretty well with them. You know they haven't been too good, but you know when you're in this business, you can't underestimate anybody. And you know we're just trying to compete and do what we do best.
That's Sherman McBride, the head coach of the Ambridge Bridgers. Stay tuned. More ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brewston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brewstonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. A pair of WPIAL high school football games on our WMBS platforms tonight. Laurel Highlands on the road at Ambridge and Perry Traditional Academy at Uniontown taking on the Red Raiders. It's also Hall of Fame night over at Bill Power Stadium. One of our own, Arnie Amber from WMBS, being inducted into the Uniontown Hall of Fame tonight. Arnie, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show.
I appreciate you taking the time to have me because I know how busy your halftime schedule is.
Yes, and Arnie, I know you've had a lot of history at Uniontown. In fact, you worked with me doing Uniontown football games for a number of years. It really has to be a special night for you.
Definitely. Who would have ever thought that way back when I graduated from Uniontown that I would be embarking on this new adventure?
Well, tell us a little bit about your background. I know it's hard to believe some folks might not know a lot about Arnie Amber.
Well, believe it or not, I got into radio because I wanted to do high school basketball. I was an official, and I wanted to get into it. And luckily, Ron Dawson gave me the chance, and you were my first broadcast partner on radio for doing things like that. And it just evolved. But I've been blessed to be on radio at 3 different stations, 47 years next week.
You actually had a history working with John Kazarek even before you came to WMBS.
Yeah, John. I was John's producer at WPQR, WCVI, and I got a chance to know John very well. Also worked with Kevin Harrison before he came to WMBS, so I have had a history of producing a lot of high school football and basketball.
And of course, a lot of folks know you because of the oldies as well.
I have been blessed. I've been doing the oldies, like I said, for 47 years. My first gig, so to speak, we lasted 2 songs. I don't know whether I've ever told you this story or not, but my first radio partner was our own George Von Benko. We lasted 2 songs before we got fired because the station that we were working for was elevator music, and the 2 songs we played were too hard rock. Nowhere Man by the Beatles and Rocket Man by Elton John.
You're always staying busy with the car shows as well. I know you normally have them on Friday nights, but probably no car show tonight because of the Hall of Fame induction.
Well, I took off, but I am on the road with car shows anywhere from 3 to 5 nights a week. And we'll be going that way through the month of October. And who knows, weather permitting, we may actually make it into November.
And of course, you had a long history as well and a long career at the Fayette County Assessment Office.
Yeah, I worked for the county for 35 years. And jiggled the broadcasting business in between. But I've been blessed. I'm still living the dream, Brian.
Well, Arnie, certainly a special night for you. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Enjoy your night tonight and the Hall of Fame breakfast tomorrow as well.
When I do my thanks or my acceptance speech, I'm going to be doing a lot of thank yous, and you will be included for putting up with me for all the years.
Well, thanks, Arnie. We appreciate that as well. Again, have a great night going into the Uniontown Hall of Fame tonight with the Red Raiders playing host to Perry Traditional Academy, one of 2 games we're carrying here on WMBS tonight. Stay tuned when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll bring in Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz and talk a little bit more about the WPIAL slate of games tonight here on WMBS.
I'm George Hockrate, a proud veteran, and proud to support the athletes, coaches, and staff of Uniontown and Laurel Highlands High School football. And I hope everybody has a safe and successful season. I'm George Hockrate, Democratic candidate for the Pennsylvania 51st Legislative District. I'm asking for your support in November's election, and I approve this message.
Paid for by the city to elect George Hockrate. The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus for savings.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school football teams a great season. Chris Parker Jr., what's going on at Autoland for Labor Day?
You know how hard you have to work to earn $1,000, right? Now through Tuesday, September 3rd, we're giving you an extra $1,000 off our great deal.
I'm listening.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event has been extended to Tuesday, September 3rd. New 2024 Hyundai Elantra SELs or Tucson Limited have 1.99% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash. And the newly redesigned 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe with standard third-row seating has 2.99% financing for 60 months. On top of that, we're taking an additional $1,000 off until Tuesday, September 3rd.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance included with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, or visit their website at autolandhyundai.com.
Don't miss these deals. We're open Saturday 9 to 5, Labor Day 10 to 4, and Tuesday 9 to 7 when this special offer ends.
You know, summer fun can be quite rough on your lawn. What with all the brown patches, stubborn weeds, and such. And taking care of all that is enough to make you feel defeated, doesn't it? Well, don't worry, because Bartok Lawn Care is here to help, offering custom-blended fertilization and weed control programs to revive your tired lawn. Also running incredible fall aeration and overseeding specials for new and existing customers, and they're locally owned and operated. Contact Jared at 724-366-3303 or visit BartokLawnCare.com. J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique is now open. J&S Bridal will style you for any and every event. Weddings, proms, get-togethers, from newest and trendiest to traditional styles for men, women, and young Mr. and Miss. Let J&S style you head to toe for whatever event life has planned for you. J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on McClellantown Road in Uniontown next to Haranet. 724-550-4104. Like J&S Bridal and Prom Boutique on Facebook and Instagram.
Brian Morozak back here on the Browns Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. We're ready for a pair of games on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs on the road at Ambridge taking on the Bridgers, also on our WMBS Facebook page in Uniontown hosting Perry. And Ian, this past week, the opening week of the WPIAL high school football season, anything that really stood out to you?
Well, there were definitely some, impressive results around the WPIAL. A number of teams, New Brighton getting off the schneid, breaking up a 21-game losing streak in really kind of amazing fashion. They beat Shenango 9-7. They got a safety and then returned the ensuing free kick for a touchdown and just held on to win. But, hey, anytime you can end a losing streak that lasts longer than 2 years, you take it any way you can get it. I think there were 3 games that went to overtime and another one between West Mifflin and Elizabeth Forward that got settled right at the buzzer. Elizabeth Forward scored a touchdown as time expired, but then fumbled the snap on the extra point that would have tied the game and sent it to overtime. So there was a lot of exciting games that happened in the opening week. Some really good matchups with teams from outside the WPIAL and outside the state. McKeesport played a great double overtime game against a team from Ohio. And, looking forward into this week's schedule, I think the WPIAL's done a really good job because now we're kind of into, games that are scheduled by the WPIAL. Looking at the matchups this week, they did a good job of trying to schedule, traditionally strong teams against other traditionally strong teams and then kind of rebuilding programs against other rebuilding programs to really try and create a competitive slate of games, which in the past, the non-conference schedule, sometimes you got teams that were kind of traditional powerhouses like Clairton taking on a team like Avella. And it was, you got these blowouts in non-conference play. But I'm looking forward to a good slate of games this week. It seems like a lot of the matchups should be pretty competitive between, at least traditionally how teams have performed.
You talk about similar teams from a year ago. That's what we have in our featured game on WBS tonight. Both Laurel Highlands and Ambridge 2-8 a year ago. Both programs picked up wins last week. Laurel Highlands knocking off Uniontown, and Ambridge with a win over Western Beaver.
Yeah, and that was an impressive victory for Ambridge. Western Beaver is a team that's pretty highly thought of in 2A. Last year Western Beaver went to the quarterfinals, but only lost by 2 points to a Steel Valley team that wound up making it all the way to the 2A championship game. So they've got a sophomore quarterback in Javen Peel, Western Beaver does, who set the WPIAL freshman passing record last year, is a pretty highly ranked recruit as far as the sophomore class goes. So pretty good win for Ambridge, beating Western Beaver handily 30-14 last week. An impressive start to their season. And Laurel Highlands once again defeating Uniontown just like they did a year ago. But like we talked about last week, the schedule really sets up well for Laurel Highlands here to stack some wins at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how this game plays out tonight. Certainly should be competitive. Of course, Ambridge playing with the likes of West Allegheny, Blackhawk, Montour, Newcastle, and Aliquippa in their conference. They'll start conference play on September 27th against West Allegheny, and they'll have their fair share of tune-up games before conference play gets underway. In fact, both Laurel Highlands and Ambridge have Mount Pleasant on their non-conference schedule. The Bridgers play the Vikings on September 13th. Laurel Highlands will travel to Mount Pleasant on September the 20th.
Yeah, and Mount Pleasant lost a battle against Jeanette this past week as well. They were, in back and forth game between neighboring districts there in Westmoreland County, and Jeanette pulled it out at the end. I think the wide receiver for Jeanette had like 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then threw a touchdown pass as well. So that was an exciting week 0 game there. The other thing I should mention, too, is with the way the WPIAL changed playoff qualification this year, that only, in 4A, the top 2 teams are guaranteed a playoff spot, and then the committee will pick the other wild card teams. The committee did say that they're going to take into account non-conference games from week 1 to week 9 as part of their considerations for wild card teams. So Laurel Highlands here playing another 4A team, if they beat them handily, it won't necessarily factor into their conference standings, but if they get into a position where they finish 3rd in the conference and are under consideration for a wild card, how they perform in these non-conference games could have an impact on whether or not they're ultimately able to get one of those wild card spots.
Stay tuned. We'll have more with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz in just a moment when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Sometime, now or in the future, you'll be ready to update your kitchen, your bathroom, somewhere around the house. When that time comes, call on MB Home Remodeling. Locally owned and operated with more than 3 decades experience, MB Home Remodeling offers quality work on custom kitchens, bathrooms, tile, woodwork, windows, doors, and more. MB Home Remodeling, 724-970-3498. Online at mb-homeremodeling.com and check out the 5-star reviews on Facebook.
Your heat on the fritz? Your AC stopped working? Your pipes backed up? Did your lights go out? Well, for all your heating, air conditioning, electric, and plumbing emergencies, CHIPS Residential Services is here for you. Located right in Uniontown and offering 24-hour emergency service, let the experts at CHIPS help you through all your emergency needs as well as installation and regular service. Call 724-366-8046 to get the help you need today. Your hometown team of technicians, Chips Residential Services.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from your 7-time President's Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Dom, the summer sales event is in full swing, and these offers are on point.
John, listen to this. 2024 F-150s have up to $6,000 off MSRP or up to $5,000 and 3.9% financing for 60 months or only 4.9% for 72 months. Now that's a deal. Broncos, we got them, and we're making moves. Check this out. Let's take up to $3,000 off MSRP, and you can pick up an additional $2,000 if you have a 1995 newer Jeep product. Now that's crazy. Looking for an expedition? Look no further. Discounts up to $5,000 off MSRP or 2.9% financing for up to 72 months.
Dom, looking at something pre-owned? Well, you're in luck. We have over 60 in stock. Most are certified with factory warranty. Your car knows, shouldn't you? That's 40 Uniontown on the hill across from Applebee's or 40uniontown.com. Our sales department will be open on Labor Day from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Sale includes all applicable incentives and excludes Raptor and Tremor. Must finance a Ford Motor Credit. Not all buyers will qualify.
Brian Brozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Coverage of both Laurel Highlands at Ambridge and Perry at Uniontown tonight. And Ian McMean's joining us again here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. And Ian, what's going on with the Pittsburgh City League? Of course, Uniontown taking on Perry tonight. Perry had to cancel their game last week. We've seen that with some City League teams before, and it seems like overall the City League struggling with a lot of enrollment numbers.
It's been tough for the City League to just field teams, and I know I saw an article last week about the city potentially considering, some school consolidations and things like that, and they've been through rounds of this before. The city school district is in a tough position right now, with a lot of aging buildings and trying to find places for their students to go. And the other thing that the city has too is has sort of an open enrollment where if you live within the city of Pittsburgh and have a specific interest in a certain program offered by a certain school, you're not bound to like neighborhood schools anymore. So you can go to any of the schools within the city. So some of these areas that have traditionally been strongholds of athletes, sometimes those areas are now sending their kids to other city schools, within the system, which I think Philadelphia does it the same way, which is how, a school like Imhotep Charter, which just won the 5A state championship last year, they can basically draw from any neighborhood in the city of Philadelphia, and they are a charter school too. They can, draw from the whole area of Philadelphia rather than just being kind of confined to we can only take kids from this specific neighborhood, and that's kind of happened in the city of Pittsburgh too, where some of the schools, the performing arts academies and things like that, are able to draw kids from all over.
Yeah, this game today actually starts a 3-game stretch for Uniontown against City League opponents. They'll travel down to Couple Stadium next week for a 3:30 Friday kickoff against Carrick, and then host Taylor Alderdice the following week. So they'll get familiar with some of these City League programs here over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and Alderdice got a win in their season opener this year. They beat Fox Chapel, who has one of I think the second longest losing streak in the WPIAL now. But Alderdice was a program that was kind of up and down too. They were up pretty high for a few years, but now Westinghouse has really been the dominant program in the Pittsburgh City League. Westinghouse played an absolute battle against Beaver this past week, and Beaver's probably one of the top 3A teams, not only in the WPIAL but in the state. So that was a good matchup of two very strong teams. Westinghouse had lost the last two state championship games in 2A to Southern Columbia, but their enrollment enabled them to move down to 1A this year. So Westinghouse probably one of the favorites to win the 1A state title this year. And interestingly enough, the way the state set up the bracket in 1A, Westinghouse in the City League is in the opposite half of the bracket of the WPIAL team, so it's very possible that we could get a WPIAL versus City League state championship game in 1A this year.
Yeah, it'd certainly be nice to see. And locally, among teams playing WPIAL schedules, Fraser lost a tough game on Saturday afternoon against Summit Academy, but California looked strong with a win over Sarah Catholic. In fact, their running back, Lucas Kwalk, was the leading rusher among all WPIAL programs this past week as well, and certainly bodes well for the Trojans.
Absolutely. And, looking at that game on paper with Cal and Sarah, I thought it was going to be closer than it was because Sarah was moving down from 2A to 1A, had a returning quarterback and wide receiver that were among the top performers in their respective categories in 2A last year. And Sarah's always, for the last few years, had a very strong passing attack, and we all know the power of California's running game, with the size they have up front and the speed they have in the backfield. And Lucas Kwok just, ran over everyone and was unstoppable. I think he had, 370 yards and 6 touchdowns. It was just an amazing performance, and Cal really dominated in the trenches and jumped out early. Sarah kind of came back in the second quarter, and then Cal just put it on him in the second half. But that was a really impressive victory for California, who I thought was my favorites to win the Tri-County South coming into the year, but really solidified that spot in my mind now. Looking really good for California moving forward, and being able to compete with a team like Sarah, potentially puts them in a spot to not only, win the Tri-County South, but also make some noise in the playoffs as well.
Another good non-conference test tonight as well. They're on the road at Cornell. We mentioned Fraser. They'll try to bounce back with a game. Actually, they'll host Mapletown tonight after losing to Summit Academy last week. That's certainly a winnable game for the Commodores tonight as well.
Yeah, Mapletown still in the Tri-County South, and 2 years ago they went undefeated, won the Tri-County South title. Last year they finished in last place, which is one of those things that can happen when, you're a small rural 1A school and don't have a very big roster, have a lot of kids that graduate. And, it was a great story for Mapletown 2 years ago when they went undefeated, won their first playoff game in school history, but lost a lot of kids to graduation and are still trying to turn things around there after last season. But they did win last week against Avella. So should be a good matchup for Fraser, too. Those two used to play together in the Tri-County South back in the day before just the sheer number of teams down in the southern end of the WPIAL kind of forced Fraser up into the Eastern Conference the last couple of years and out of the Tri-County South.
We'll wrap things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz right after this.
Do you or someone you know need in-home support? Let Caring Mission Home Care be your solution. We provide assistance with daily living activities, personal care, meal preparation, medication management, companionship, shopping, and transportation. Caring Mission employs insured aides and now offers certified dementia practitioners for in-home Alzheimer's care. Caring Mission also provides free assessments, creating customized care plans for each individual. For more information, give us a call at 724-439-7656 or visit our website at thecaringmission.com.
Chiropractors treat a myriad of issues from general back and neck pain to whiplash, injuries from auto accidents, workers' comp, sports-related injuries, migraines, and more. Your trusted local chiropractor of choice is Dr. Baker. Dr. Baker is ready to help you get back to the joy of living. Visit Baker Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 205 Easy Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-3288 to schedule an appointment today. Dr. Baker, wishing all high school football teams a safe and successful season.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Stoba and Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Stoba and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Stoba and Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Stoba, call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Stoba proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Stoba, proud to support local high school sports.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit Mom Maruka Pizza WPIALpizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Prime Rozak wrapping things up with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And one of the premier games around the WPIAL tonight has the Bell Vernon Leopards on the road taking on the Aliquippa Quips. Of course, that game being played not too far away from where we're at tonight for our featured game. Laurel Highlands and Ambridge, of course. Bell Vernon lost a lot to graduation from a season ago. Aliquippa, they've been making news all in the offseason as far as what classification they're going to participate in this season, and now these two teams finally get to go at it tonight.
Yeah, this is probably the premier matchup not only in the WPIAL but in the state this week, where you've got two defending state champions facing off. Bell Vernon winning the last two 3A state titles, now moving back up to 4A. Aliquippa has won two of the last three state titles in 4A and lost in the state championship game in the year in between. Just a great matchup here, too. Aliquippa brings a ton back with their running back, Tyke Hayes, who's a Penn State commit, and a slew of linebackers and defensive backs that are really, really good. The Quips have to replace some stuff, too. They had a really good senior class that graduated, so they'll have to replace their quarterback, some of their wide receivers, and some guys in the trenches. But when you have a running back like Tyke Hayes, that makes all the difference, like Bell Vernon saw with Quentin Martin the last few years. And Bell Vernon's just a very well-coached team with Coach Humbert and everything he's been able to build there. They're always very disciplined, always impressed with the way they tackle and the way they flow to the ball on defense and the way their line blocks. And they've still got some good players, too. Anthony Cruz is a good player, along with a few of the other guys they're bringing back. But I think Aliquippa's just got too much in the tank here for Bell Vernon on this one. But should be a good matchup. And the other thing with Aliquippa, too, is Coach Warfield, who had been there since 2018, retired after last season. So they've got a new head coach who was the assistant head coach the last 2 years, so he's familiar with the program. But anytime it's a new coach's first game, once you're in it, in between the lines, things can change pretty rapidly. So a really good matchup of programs that have been very strong the last few years and should give us a bit of a sense for the pecking order in 4A this year.
Again, that's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ambridge taking on the Bridgers in our featured game tonight. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening kickoff on the way right after this.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Hey, John Marietta, you're heading to the game, too.
Yes, sir. You know I love high school sports and hot dogs. Nothing better than a good hot dog and football. And it's important to know your Recorder of Deeds supports Fayette County athletes, coaches, and staff, and all their families.
It's important everyone supports high school athletics. Hey, enjoy the game.
Yeah, you too, Bill. This is John Marietta, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, asking you to join me in supporting all Fayette County sports programs.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump. But Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium, about 6 minutes away from the opening kickoff tonight, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ambridge Bridgers. Tony has your starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony, take it away.
All right, Brian, thanks much. We'll start out with the Laurel Highlands defense. Starting at left end will be number 71, Harlan Denny. Starting at the nose guard will be number 58, Ben Glendenning. At the right end will be number 55, Jason Garner. Linebackers 5 across will be outside linebacker on the left, Noah Lyon. Inside linebacker will be Mark Reed. The middle linebacker will be Parker Hoff. Inside linebacker will be Colton Schweitzer. And the other outside linebacker on the right side will be Tristan Baker. On the corners, on the left will be Josh Reed, and on the right corner will be Alafia Callaway. And the free safety tonight will be Antoine Black. Offensively for the Ambridge Bridgers, left tackle number 52, Anthony Foltz. The left guard will be number 68, Dante Prentice. The center, number 56, Logan Wolf. The right guard, number 55, Blaze Kolar. The right tackle, number 63, David Kuntz. And the tight end will be number 31, Trevor Stevenson. Wide receivers will be number 3, Jace McCracken, and number 4, Adam Fernandez. The starting running back tonight will be DJ Kane, number 19. He'll be at tailback will be number 2, Xavion Lewis, and at quarterback getting the start will be A.J. Gerace.
And you look at the Ambridge Bridgers, Tony. They're decked out in their home dark grays, white numbers, maroon pants. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs in the away whites with blue numbers and red trim. The Ambridge sidelines here on the near side. Laurel Highlands off on the far side.
Yeah, we were a little concerned when we first got here, Brian. There was a little rumble of thunder here, and we kind of thought that something might happen weather-wise, but fortunately it looks like it kind of blew over, so we're going to get ready for a pretty good football game here. Game
time temperature around 85 degrees, expected to drop into the 70s before all is said and done tonight. Again, our live video stream, courtesy of Dr. Paul Hartley at Preferred Primary Care Physicians and by JNS Bridal. Also on the South Union Township Sports Network tonight. I have to thank Gary Smith and his staff. We'll have replays throughout the week on Breezeline Channel 17 and also on Armstrong Cable. The sponsors on South Union include Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and South Union Township supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. You mentioned, Tony, mostly cloudy skies. I think most of the rain has certainly passed us.
Well, we were fortunate, Brian. Like we said, a little bit of thunder when we first got here. Really just sprinkled, nothing hard. And as we said, fortunate that we didn't have some type of weather delay or anything like that. But actually going to turn out to be a pretty cool night here. So we're hoping it actually cools off because it's smoking hot in here.
Yes, it is. It's been warm up here in the press box for sure. They're doing the ceremonial coin toss. We'll tell you that Ambridge actually won the coin toss. They went the football first, Tony.
Well, you just screwed up the bet for a bunch of guys because there was a lot of people that had money on Laurel Highlands winning the coin toss. So you just ruined that movie, Brian. But yeah, you're right. Ambridge did receive they did win the coin toss, and they decided to receive. Laurel Highlands will actually be defending on the left side. Ambridge will be going right to left after things get kicked off.
Yes.
Here.
We'll step aside for a quick 60-second time. I'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this. Laurel Highlands and Ambridge here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Thank you for calling Keachin Pharmacy. No automated phone prompts here. Just real, friendly people ready to help you. Whether you need a prescription, medication advice, or have questions about your copays, Keachin Pharmacy is a phone call away. Call 724-626-9600. Keachin Pharmacy, where people, not machines, answer your call.
Keachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Back here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium, just about set to go. Tanner Brusda to kick off for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and Tanner looked very impressive last week, Tony.
He did look impressive, and actually I was watching him earlier here in warm-ups, Brian, making 45-yard field goals like they were nothing. Got a big leg for the Mustangs, and hopefully he can pin Ambridge back here in a pretty tight field position against their own goal line.
Adam Fernandez is the deep man for Ambridge. They also have Jace McCracken up on the near side, and Darren Cox out on the far side as Brusda gets set for the run-up. And we'll get this game underway. Laurel Highlands and Ambridge from Mo Rubenstein Stadium, and it's a line drive kick. It's going to go to Cox here at the 10-yard line. He has a 15-20, and Cox across the 25, still going before he runs into a wall of Mustangs right around the 30-yard line and falls forward to the 31. That's where Ambridge will start 1st and 10.
He had a nice kick there. I actually thought Brusda was going to try to bust it all the way down into the end zone, but that squib kick, a little bit effective for the Mustangs, so Ambridge will start on their own 31-yard line.
And again, we saw this Bridgers team run the ball very effectively last week against Western Beaver and expect to see much of the same here against Laurel Highlands. And a quick official stoppage here.
I think there.
Is there a lightning delay? Wow. They're going to call for a lightning delay here right before the opening play from scrimmage.
Did I jazz
yes,
this or
I mean,
what?
it looked like we were going to be clear here. I didn't notice anything, Tony.
I didn't either.
But apparently the officials did, so we're going to have a lightning delay. So what we'll do for the folks on the radio side, again, we mentioned we also have the Uniontown game at Perry tonight, Uniontown with their Hall of Fame game. So we're going to take a quick break. If you folks on the radio side, we'll switch you out to Bill Power Stadium, some bonus coverage of Uniontown and Perry from Bill Power Stadium with TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser. Again, we'll have bonus coverage. We're probably, Tony, not back for another half hour or so. I wouldn't think with a lightning delay, we're probably going to be waiting here until about 7:30.
No, I think it is a mandatory half-hour wait, so looks like we're going to be in Ambridge longer than we thought here tonight.
So, again, we're in a lightning delay. We'll take a quick break. And, again, for you folks on the radio side, even if you're watching our Facebook live stream, we'll bring you the audio of the Uniontown-Perry game here on WMBS. Again, we'll check back in with you probably just before 7:30 and hopefully for a resumption here from Mo Rubenstein Stadium.
Casey's 43 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family wants you to know they have new evening hours. And those new hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. Come to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126.
Terry Brooks wearing number 58 at tackle. Kieran Powell, he wears number 54, and at the other guard, Shadon Booker wearing number 77. Here's the opening kick.
And the Raiders get it up to about the 35-yard line. The kicker was Micaiah Caroline for Perry. And on the return for the Red Raiders was Torrey Groom. So Uniontown will start here at the 33-yard line here as we're just underway from Bill Power Stadium on this final Friday in August. Hard to believe, Gary.
It sure is. A sun-drenched field out in a high heat and humidity. We may see some cramping here if these guys don't liquidate.
So first Red Raider possession here. Quarterback is Cam Dugan, the sophomore. He'll turn and give it, and this is going to be Walker. And short yardage for Walker off the right side up to about the 38-yard line. So call it about a 7, or make it a 5-yard pickup there, 2nd and 5.
Number 30, Jamari Walker, the ball carrier. Tackle made for the Commodores.
Look for the Red Raiders to keep it on the ground here. That this Perry squad just coming in, very limited practice for them. Coach told us they actually picked up some players today.
And we count, I believe, 30 players on the roster,
yeah.
32 on the roster, yeah. 2nd down and 5. Another handoff here. They'll go to the left side, about a 2-yard pickup up to the 40. Michael Thomas that time for Uniontown, and they'll be in a 3rd down and about 3 here.
They'll give him 2 on the carry. First 3rd down for the Red Raiders. Got it out to the 40-yard line.
So we'll call it a 3rd and 3. Red Raiders at the line.
Running behind that huge offensive line.
The pistol formation and a sidecar to Dugan's right or left. Here comes Walker. Walker to the outside. 1st down and more. Crosses midfield and into Perry territory at about the 47-yard line. So the Red Raiders convert there on a 3rd down.
So give him 12 on that carry.
Tackle made by Commodores number 27.
2nd carry already with 17 yards.
The spot of the ball is now.
Pettis Pierre, the stop for Perry. But not before Uniontown 1st down to the Commodores 48.
Oh, it's a fumble. Looks like the... No, I'm sorry. No, it looked like the Perry was on offense. That was a strange huddle.
And here comes, coming to the right, is Grooms. And Grooms down close to the 40-yard line. He's going to have a solid gain there of about 8 yards, and a 2nd down and about 2 coming up for the Red Raiders. He took that off the right side.
2nd and 2 for the
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Savings as easy as 123 with an Education Club savings account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you can qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas.
Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Misfit Pooch Mobile Spa is a fully mobile dog spa serving Fayette and Westmoreland counties, and they're ready to help you get your furry friend looking fabulous today. Misfit offers bathing and full grooming packages for all sizes and breeds of dogs and brings their expertise to you, removing the challenges of transporting your pup for their co-cleaning and care. And they use all natural products, too. No mess in your home or car. They're friendly, reliable, and professional. So why wait? Make the call to Misfit Pooch today at 724-912-1127.
McClure & Wolf, Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountant.
Are you ready to indulge in the best pizza around? Are you looking for a lunch or dinner spot with all your favorite Italian classics coupled with mouth-watering daily specials? Then it's time to visit 2G Brothers Pizza, located at 123 Matthew Drive in Uniontown. Specials and customer favorites include Thursday Sicilian-style pizza and Saturday's chicken parmesan. Call 724-439-5600 today and let 2G Brothers handle the rest. Your taste buds will be glad you did.
This is your local station, WMBS, the Laurel Highlands game right now in a lightning delay at Ambridge, and we're having a little bit of trouble with the feed for the Uniontown Perry game. So right now we're going to send you to the Southmoreland game, as we will get a feed for that. Southmoreland is in action against East Allegheny. We take you there now on WMBS.
It's obviously an athlete, a stellar player, and a playmaker they have on offense. And rolling him out there, you get his feet moving as he's rolling out, and look for them to go back to that play to either side of the field often throughout the game.
Taylor back to punt it again. We have Sims and Warren to receive for the Wildcats. And here's the kick. It is soaring high in the air. They have a miscommunication. Who's going to grab it? And the punt's going to roll all the way down to the 10. He picks it up, and he gets tackled at the 7-yard line. A little bit of another miscommunication by the backs, not knowing whether to pick it up or fair catch it or what. But regardless, it's going to be East Allegheny's ball at their own 7-yard line.
That's the issue with having two returners deep on a punt, is sometimes when it's kicked in the vicinity of both of them, there can be that miscommunication. They let the ball bounce, and now they're pinned with inside their 10-yard line to start their drive.
Excuse me, it's at the 8-yard line. No score, 9 minutes and a single second left on the clock in the first quarter.
It was Randy Keffer, by the way, on the tackle and special teams there.
Trips left, Max Jr. with a solo, with a running back to his left. He's going to hand it off this time. That's Everett. He gets tackled immediately by Chapman. And that's a loss of 4. It's still going to be a 2nd and long coming up.
2 sacks last week for Chapman, part of the 6-sack performance of the Southmoreland roster. You're going to see him in the backfield of East Allegheny a lot today, if I had to guess.
2nd and 14. The Wildcats on their own 4-yard line. 8:30 left to go in the first quarter, no score. So we've had a turnover so far and not a lot of offense. They're going to go with the trips formation again. Trips left, a solo receiver to the right. Jumps off sides, and Chapman, who just made a great play, is going to cause them 5 yards. And we're going to be right back to where we were, basically. I think a 2nd and 11 now.
Offsides against Scotty. After the 5-yard penalty, the Wildcats.
Oh, no, excuse me. It'll be around a 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. So here we go. East Allegheny, this is their only 3rd play of offense so far. See what they can do.
If you're the Scotties, you just can't jump off sides there. Have your opponent pinned deep towards its own end zone.
They're going to hand it off this time. Everett going to go up the middle and gain no yards. Oh, the ball is loose. The ball is loose. Who's going to grab it? They're going to try to lateral. What is going on? But they're going to pick it up in the end zone. They're going to say he was down. What a sequence of events that was.
The head official there, Jerry Jones, I think he blew the play dead.
Clock is still rolling. So they're going to spot it at the 2-yard line to bring up a 3rd and very long, you could say.
Mickens was one of the players in the tandem in there stopping East Allegheny.
From their 2-yard line, they're going to go trips formation again. They have run this formation every play this drive. This time he's going to pass. Mack Jr. scrambling. He's got nowhere to go, and that's a safety. Huge play by the Southmoreland Scotties. That's Mickens with the sack to bring the score to 2-0 with 6:50 left in the first quarter.
He was the one in there the play before in these edge rushers of Southmoreland. We talked about the pressure they brought last week. 6 sacks last week. The first today results in 2 points.
And what a way to start the game if you're Southmoreland. Get a defensive score and get your team fired up. And Mickens, he was jumping up and down all over the place. And East Allegheny, that might be a way to rattle them quickly, but we're going to see a punt from East Allegheny, and the Scotties are going to have another chance to show what their offense has.
Who would have thought that the Southmoreland Scotties, their first 2 points of the game would have been defensive points?
Yeah.
But here we are. There was also pressure initially on that play from Stanley Chapman, who was coming off the left side. It forced Mack Jr. to step up in the pocket, and then that was when Jackson Mickens was there to clean it up.
And like you said, Logan, the edge rushers have been outstanding so far. I mean, getting in there quick. Chapman, he did jump off sides, yes, but his pressure allowed Mack Jr. to not be so comfortable in the pocket and get sacked, and 2-0. That's going to start the game. And they're going to kick it off, and Darnell's going to watch it go out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
It's going to be another flag.
With the flag.
And the Skies will have good field position to start off this next drive. Still not a lot of offense from either squad so far. I mean, we have an interception from Southmoreland, and we have the safety, so it might take a little bit of pressure off the freshman quarterback, Anthony Smith. You know, this is his second game, so maybe get him a little more relaxed, because we've seen the arm. We've talked about it already. The kid's got a gun on his hand, and he's going to be able to use it. Just got to get a little bit more control, a little bit more comfortable.
The third drive now offensively for Southmoreland. The first 2 resulted in a turnover on downs and then a punt. So they'll go for a different result here.
Send him in motion. That's Darnell. He's going to take the jet sweep. He's got a little bit of room in a head-on collision. He breaks the tackle like nothing, and he's going to go all the way. Scotties put up 6.
Darnell lays the shoulder, lays the hammer down along the near sideline, and he kind of hesitated there for a second. It looks like he might try to make an elusive juke move, and then he just decides to run straight through the defender.
We do have a flag down, though. The officials are going to meet together and see what it's on. It is a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Southmoreland. So
unsportsmanlike conduct on the Scotties.
50 exactly where it was from. I don't know if it was a celebration, but we've seen Darnell and how fired up he gets. So I don't know if it might have been an excessive celebration. I don't know if someone wanted to hit someone after the play. Regardless, the Scotties put up 6 and make the score 8-0 with 6:40 left in the first quarter. Now Kaler is going to come out and kick the extra point. Kaler setting a school record, like I said earlier, a 50-yard field goal going into the half. And the person who had that record before him was David Trout, who was an NFL kicker. The kick is good. An NFL kicker for the Steelers from 1981 and 1987. And he broke his record last week, so props to Kaler as he knocks through to make the score 9-0 with 6:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, to that note, I was just interested after hearing that of how many even Division I college kickers were able to accomplish that feat so far. And yes, it's still early in the season, but there's only been 3 Division I college kickers that have a field goal made of 50 or more yards this season. So to do it at the high school level here, WPIAL Class 3A, that's definitely something that speaks for itself.
And when I was talking to Coach Bukowski, he told me that was kind of their momentum. I know that's a very tacky word in sports broadcasting, momentum, into going into the second half, and they were dominant. They won 50. They put up 52 points, and Kaler kind of kick-started that with a huge record-breaking field goal, and now the Scotties take a quick 9-0 lead. Already a momentum starter, you could say, for the Scotties.
One play and one touchdown on that last drive for the Scotties. And that play can't go without saying that there was a number of offensive linemen out in front. Cole Teets leading the way for Mikel Darnell.
Everett, Sims, and Warren back deep. Kaler with the kick. It's kind of a line drive kick right into the chest of Sims. Sims had some room to run after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but he's going to get to about the 42-yard line. Not the best return, but they still start with great field positioning, and we'll see the offense maybe start stepping up a little bit for East Allegheny.
On the far side of the field there, I'm not sure if you noticed it, there was an absolute collision as one of the Southmoreland players just ran through one of the blockers out in front for East Allegheny, and then after running through the blocker, makes the tackle. But still, East Allegheny with good starting field position regardless. It just could have turned into a whole lot more.
Deuce formation for the Wildcats, and there's going to be a false start. That's number 57, Mosley.
False start against the Wildcats.
And it's going to bring up a 1st and 15 instead of a 1st and 10. Already we've had around 5 or 6 penalties in this game, so maybe we need to clean up, have a little bit more discipline. We've had a couple false starts, a couple offsides already, so not a great look for either side of, paying attention and being disciplined.
Snap counts early in years, something to work through.
Wasn't even ready, but the snap goes off, and Everett is going to be able to get 5 yards out of it to bring up a 2nd and 10, but did you even see what just happened?
Exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah, exactly what we were just talking about. Not ready for the snap. Mac Jr. didn't even know the ball was coming, and he still able to get the handoff, but I feel like that could have been such a better play. Although they got 6 yards, 5.5, to bring up 2nd and 10, 9, still could have been a lot better. Here we go, Mac Jr., he's going to take the snap and roll out left. He's going to fire the ball, the lefty, and it's going to be almost caught by Portis, but great protection in the in the secondary, and that pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
That pass pretty much had to be right on the money for East Allegheny to have a shot at it, and Mac Jr. rolling out to his left had to make the throw and the run, and it's just within a couple inches of the fingertips of the intended receiver, Warren.
9-0 the score. The Southmoreland Scotties lead. 5:57 left to go in the first quarter. Have 2 receivers to the right and a couple tight ends. It's going to be a run play, and that's Warren. He's got nowhere to go, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 9. No yards gained on that play. Getting a little chippy. You can see some pushing, see some shoving. As like you said on that kickoff, big collisions, some big hits we've seen already. Darnell trucking a guy over, so it seems like these teams are ready to play, and they're gonna show what they got.
It looks like Southmoreland's just going with one single high safety. At least they did on that last play, and they're loading up the box. They're bringing the pressure, and they're pretty much telling East Allegheny, if you're not going to be able to throw for it and throw the ball, then we're just going to keep stopping the run. We're going to keep applying that pressure.
We have 3 seconds left on the clock. We're either going to have a timeout or a delay of game coming up. So we're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick break as we send it over to Spencer. Spencer, take it.
Transform you.
When you need a ride, take the backbone.
Area Coordinated Transportation has updated policies for the paratransit service and the shared ride program. Qualified riders may still schedule curbside service appointments 2 weeks in advance of their desired pickup date, but no later than 2 p.m. on the business day prior to service, provided that seating is available. No reservations will be taken after 2 p.m. for next day service, and no same-day trips can be booked. There are seating limits, and seats fill up fast. To help ensure that your ride is booked and your seat is reserved, schedule early. For more information, contact FACT at 724-628-RIDE, visit us at factbus.com, or email fact@hs.fayette.org. FACT thanks you for your understanding as we work to improve our services for you.
Brewston Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brewstonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Who was on the punt team. The stiff arm, but he is unsuccessful. Mickens was not able to get any yards, but we might have a horse collar on that play, but we shall see. Maybe a horse collar, maybe a holding, we shall see. It's going to be a holding. This could be a face mask on the defense. So once again, another penalty that could have been easily avoided. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Scotties. And it's going to put them at the 48-yard line.
Mickens threw a nasty stiff arm, and he pretty much took East Allegheny player to the ground, and I wondered how he was able to get pulled down after the forceful contact, but it's because he grabbed his face mask.
So we got deuce formation. Smith, shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to throw. Quick pass to Primus, and he's going to try to make a move and get by, but he will be tackled for about a 7-8-yard gain and bring up 2nd and 2.
The first time we've really seen them get Primus involved. Outside of that time, they try to hit him deep down the field, but a little bit of a rhythm pass, and maybe we see the 6'4" wide receiver start to get some action.
9-0, the Scotties lead with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Shall see some offense, maybe some offense pickup from both sides here. Here's the snap of the ball. He's going to fire it deep. Primus, he's got him beat, but the ball is just a little bit too far and out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Like I just said.
Like you just said, you're a wizard.
he was been quiet all day, but they throw him that rhythm pass, and then right there, a little bit of a stop-and-go route. Gets the cornerback to bite, and it's a favorable matchup as it is. So even if the corner stayed with him, Primus is about 5 or 6 inches taller than most of these East Allegheny defensive backs.
Mickens to the right in the tight end spot. 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. And here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Phillips, and he is not going to make it. He's only going to get 1 yard on that as the D-line of the Wildcats was able to stop him and stop him just short.
1 yard gain on the play brings up 4th and 1, Scotty.
And it looks like Smith and the offense will stay out there. Early decision, up 9 points. If you turn the ball over at midfield, you're kind of inviting East Allegheny to have a chance to answer back with some points. But nevertheless, the offense is still out there.
And he's going to go for the QB sneak, and he's going to make it easily. Get about 1.5 yards to get the first down for the Scotties. Yep, and they will move to 6th first down, Southmoreland Scotties. I mean, Smith is a 6'1" freshman. Obviously a pretty big dude already at the high school level, and
You expect that kind of out of your quarterback. Who is that large to make a play like that?
We were watching him, and like we said, the effortless throws, and you look at him, and I'm like, this guy's got to be a senior. Nope, he's a freshman. And the inaccuracy has been there, and there's been a little bit of miscommunication, turning the wrong way on a handoff, but that's early year stuff. I don't think that has anything to do with talent. You can see this guy is obviously everything it takes to be a very good quarterback at this level. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we start to see a little bit of that tonight.
We're going to do a measurement, and it's going to be a first down.
First down, Scotty.
For the Scotties, so able to maybe catch their breath a little bit there. Maybe East Allegheny did it just to get their players a little bit of a break, maybe settle them down a bit. Because he was pretty far past the line. You could tell it was a first down. But, you know, sometimes they do that just to get them a break, maybe just get some water in them, prepare for a stop, because they need a stop down 9-0 in the first quarter. Head into the right, two receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Smith is going to throw again. He's going to fire across the middle, and it is bobbled and caught by Primus. A juggling play to get to the 21-yard line for a huge gain.
Sims was in coverage there, but it really didn't matter. Smith was able to hit Primus in stride, and if he was able to keep his stride and not bobble it, he was probably off to the end zone. But the bobble slowed him down. Nevertheless, still a 20-yard gain and a substantial gain for Southmoreland.
And like you said, if they would get Primus more involved, he's 6'4", and he's a captain on this team. He knows what he's doing. So if you're going to get someone the ball, you'd want to get it to him, and he's going to win those one-on-ones. We're going to have two backs this time. Two people in the backfield, excuse me. It's going to be a handoff to Phillips. He's got a little bit of a lane, and he's going to get 3 yards to bring up 2nd and 7.
That's my player to watch tonight, or it was at least coming into the game. That might be shifting to Primus as we go along here. But Cameron Phillips really showed off last week and was the star of the show in the opening night of the season, rushing for 97 yards on 11 carries, and he had 2 touchdowns, one of which was an 84-yard kickoff return touchdown. Playmakers all over the field for Southmoreland between Primus, Smith, and Cam Phillips.
They're going to go with the same formation. Try to develop some of a running game, but this is going to be a pass. He's going to go to the one-on-one with Primus, and did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Primus puts up 6 to increase the lead tremendously.
20 yards for a Scotty touchdown.
Big throw, even bigger catch. Primus, he got one step ahead of the corner, and he had that closing speed. Didn't look back, kept that extra edge the rest of the way, and shows off the hands he has in the end zone, was able to hold on there. There was an East Allegheny player running on the field late. It was probably causing some confusion.
So we have some whistles here on the extra point attempts. But, yeah, like we were just talking about, Primus, the guy that you want to get the ball, what do? Throw him the ball, a touchdown.
It's that guy again.
It's that guy again. I mean, he's a senior. Like we talked about his height a lot, 6'4", but he's also 215 pounds.
And I think East Allegheny, after...
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
And the Uniontown Perry game is back. The Red Raiders up 7-0, and we take you there with TJ and Gary.
Little crossbuck action there in the backfield. Misdirection play that had a little opening there momentarily, but the Red Raider defense quick to seal that hole, keep it to a minimal gain.
9:34 to go here in the second quarter, with Uniontown leading 7-0, as Barnett will bring the play in for the Commodores. All right, the line. 2 receivers here to both sides. Barnett in the shotgun sidecar. To his right, that's going to be Hunter. Barnett is back. He's going to air it out here, and it's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was number 18, Deontay Herring.
And that will bring up 4th down and 7.
4th down and 7 for Perry here.
Might as well go for it, I think, if you're Perry at this point.
And the nice coverage there by Uniontown's David Settles. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 9:01. And the Commodores
taking a very long time to get this play in. They're not going to get it off.
I was going to say.
It has to be in the punt formation.
They are.
It looks like there's the hand up. And it's going to be a delay. They're going to have losing players aren't on the field.
Yeah, I was going to say very disorganized. Oh, they took a timeout.
Yep.
So we will pause as well here. 7-0 Uniontown on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
You know, summer fun can be quite rough on your lawn. What with all the brown patches, stubborn weeds, and such. And taking care of all that is enough to make you feel defeated, doesn't it? Well, don't worry, because Bartok Lawn Care is here to help, offering custom-blended fertilization and weed control programs to revive your tired lawn. Also running incredible fall aeration and overseeding specials for new and existing customers, and they're locally owned and operated. Contact Jared at 724-366-3303 or visit BartokLawnCare.com.
Cologuard and other stool or blood screening tests detect cancer, but only colonoscopy can actually prevent colon cancer via detecting and removing precancerous polyps. Having a 30-minute painless colonoscopy every 10 years beginning at age 45 could save your life. Call U.S. Digestive Health at 724-437-7677.
Enough to serve, small enough to know you by name. Coming out of the timeout, a little bit disorganized, and can't hardly blame them with the inability to put together practices with enough players. And they
adding players today.
And they actually are showing some pretty good athletic ability.
And we literally got a roster right before the game today. And now we have a stop here.
Now another flag. Let's see what this one is.
Flag on the play.
So we're still at 9:01 to go second quarter. Still 7-0 Uniontown. Again, the only score was by Torrey Grooms, a 5-yard run at the 3:46 mark of the first quarter.
Illegal participation against the Perry Commodores. So that's going to push it back another 5 yards.
Back to the 38-yard line now.
Brought back an additional 5 yards. 4th down.
4th down and 12.
So we're going to get a playoff here sooner or later.
Now it's going to be punt formation here. High snap. Oh, they're going to have to fake the punt. And the punter, that's Jaden Grace, has to take off with it.
I don't think he intended to fake it, but he was under intense pressure.
And he had no choice, and the ball will go over on downs, Gary, and Uniontown will start on the plus side of the field at the Perry 40.
That's going to go down as a run by, who was the punter there? Was that?
Jaden Grace.
So Jaden Grace with a carry that he didn't want to have.
But again, wise decision, saw the pressure coming and took off with it instead of trying to punt it or get it blocked.
39.
So 8:50 to go here, second quarter. 7-0 Uniontown, and they start at the 39 of Perry.
They certainly have had the best of field position throughout this first half. Whether they can take advantage of it this time remains to be seen.
So the Red Raiders now, as they go right to left here. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 here to the near side. And in the shotgun is Dugan, 2 backs with them. And getting the ball is Ranatu, and he's going to get a big gainer down to the 30-yard line, and he is going to pick up a first down. It'll be very close. It's going to be second down and about 1 Nice run there by David Ranitu.
Just his first carry coming in for the Red Raiders. Getting an opportunity there at fullback, the 5'10" senior.
Second down and 1. Here's the handoff, and he slipped up, and he will not get the first down. Getting into the backfield was Tunstall. We've called his name several times, and they lose a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 2 now.
Nice play again by Tunstall. He's coming off that right edge with some purpose.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot of plays here. So 3rd and 2 for the Red Raiders.
Struggle with the wind up here.
Like I told you when I first got here, it was like an oven in here, so it feels much better in here now. Won't complain. Now we have a timeout. Yes.
Called by Uniontown.
And we'll take one as well. 7:38 to go. 7-0 Red Raiders on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Marcon Building Supply has provided the tri-state area with ready-mix concrete and building supplies for decades. Family-owned and operated and built on a foundation of trust, integrity, and exceptional quality. Marcon is your local leader for ready-mix concrete, precast, lumber, tools, electrical, plumbing, lawn care, and general building supply needs. Visit the store in Markleysburg or call Marcon at 724-329-5545. Marcon Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home building and construction needs.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish all of our local high school teams a great season. His office is located inside the Fayette County Courthouse on East Main Street in Uniontown. To contact the Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, call 724-430-1238.
Back to action here. 3rd and 2 for the Red Raiders. Shotgun for Dugan. He gets out of there. He's going to keep it. He has the first down and more. Gets out of bounds, and he stays on his feet, walking the sideline all the way down to the 19 of Perry. Needed 2 and got about 12, Gary.
He did, all the way from the 31 down to the 18. So it's probably about a 13, or now to the 20. You're right, 12-yard carry.
Big run there by Dugan. And a big first down conversion for the Red Raiders.
Just a second first down converted by the Red Raiders.
Wow.
Had all those field position and went backwards.
Yeah. Handoff. This is Ranitu. He goes right up the gut. He'll be down close to the 15. They'll put him down at the 16. That's a solid 4-yard gain.
By number 58, Terry Brooks.
He's come in and given a little bit of a spark to the running game for the Red Raiders.
Perry Brooks on the stop for Perry. Second down for the Red Raiders here. Coming up on the 7-minute mark of this second quarter. Here comes another handoff. This is Walker straight up the gut, still on his feet. Walker spinning and finally taken down, but he's inside the 10, down to about the 9.
That's enough for a first down on the play. Bottom ball will now be.
So we're going to give him, 8 on that?
They are, and we have a injured player down for Perry, so this injury timeout is being brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, services relief is closer than you think.
And one of our sponsors, my place of employment, Davis & Davis.
That's a good place. The name of our WMBS studios. And since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have personal experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. And it looks like, Gary, that was Nazir Tunstall, the player that came off for...
That would be a big loss for the
Perry.
Commodores.
Yep. But he looks to be okay walking here on the near sideline, so we'll have to watch that.
First and 10 first and goal at the 9-yard line now for the Red Raiders, that picking up their third first down. Up the middle.
This is Ranatu, and he runs it right into the end zone, up the gut for the Uniontown touchdown, 7 yards. And the Red Raiders on the board again, 13-0.
Play across the goal line to put Uniontown up 13.
David Ranatu.
9-yard run. Came in here in the second quarter. Has 4 carries for 19 yards and now a touchdown. And on for the extra point
is Ranatu. To try to extend the lead. And he does.
On its way and good.
So we are making 6:45 to go here in quarter number 2. It is Uniontown 14 and Perry nothing. You're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on the WMBS Facebook page.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
So it'll be David Ranatu to kick it off here. And that last drive was a 9-yard run by David Ranatu, 6:45 mark, and it's a 14-0 lead for Uniontown. And that drive summary was brought to you by Bartok Lawn Care. Bartok Lawn Care Championship Level Lawns.
So that also was set up again by a miscue on the special teams by Perry with there's another onside kick attempt, but the Red Raiders were offside. That right side of the kicking team was about 5 yards down the field whenever the kick was made, so that's going to push them back 5 yards, and they're going to have to do it over. Let's see if they change strategy now and kick it deep.
6:45 to go here, second quarter. 14-0. Uniontown on top of Perry. Second game for the Red Raiders. 0-1 entering tonight with the loss to Laurel Highlands last Friday. And Perry's first game, they were unable to play last week. Had to cancel the game with Avonworth with some injuries and not enough players. Speaking of Laurel Highlands, they are playing Ambridge tonight, up in Ambridge. That's over on WMBS Radio as well as our WMBS Facebook page. So Ranatu will kick it off. Getting a short kick. Fielded.
At about the 35.
And up to about the 40. And I believe that's going to be 27. That's going to be Pierre for Perry. So they're going to start at their own 40 here, trailing 14-0.
So another opportunity on offense here for Perry and see if they can get something going. Just haven't been able to sustain any kind of drive so far here in the first or second quarter. They did have some nice runs, a couple good runs by Hunter, and one nice run there by Burnett, the quarterback.
So it'll be at the 38 here. And
whistle.
Whistle.
Another timeout by Perry.
And that'll give us a chance to take a timeout. 14-0 Uniontown on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's going on at Autoland for Labor Day?
You know how hard you have to work to earn $1,000, right? Now through Tuesday, September 3rd, we're giving you an extra $1,000 off our great deal.
I'm listening.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event has been extended to Tuesday, September 3rd. New 2024 Hyundai Elantra SELs or Tucson Limited have 1.99% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash. And the newly redesigned 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe with standard third-row seating has 2.99% financing for 60 months. On top of that, taking an additional $1,000 off until Tuesday, September 3rd.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance included with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
Don't miss these deals. We're open Saturday 9 to 5, Labor Day 10 to 4, and Tuesday 9 to 7 when this special offer ends.
On our commercials, Gary. How about that? We're rolling, man. We got this down. Hand off here.
Around the right side, another big run.
That's Hunter. Hunter's still on his feet. Look out, 45-40, 35-30, a stiff arm. Hunter's still on his feet, and he's inside the 25 of Uniontown. Big run there for Ramonte Hunter for the Commodores. He'll be down at the 18 of Uniontown.
So roughly the Union
39-yard run there by Hunter.
By Uniontown's number 1, Calvin.
39 yards. So that gives him 4 carries and 50 yards.
Calvin Winfrey was on the stop there for the Red Raiders, but damage done there on the big run by Ramonte Hunter.
Another whistle. What do we got now? Timeout by Uniontown.
Timeout. 14-0 is our score. 6:27 to go. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS Facebook.
Gives us a chance to hear from SWGI, U.S. Digestive Health, Drs. Ruthard, Calabrese, Stokes, and Hoppy, and their entire team at SWGI Specialists have recently joined U.S. Digestive Health, the leading gastroenterology practice in the northeastern United States. They want you to know they will continue to provide the exceptional GI care and treatment in their local community that you enjoy and trust. For more information or for help with your digestive, easy for me to say, call 724-437-7677 or visit usdigestivehealth.com. So here we go. Perry set up in Uniontown territory at the 18-yard line, trailing 14-0 with 6:27 to go here in the second. See what they can do.
That's the deepest Perry has been so far here. And it was all in that big run by Ramonte Hunter.
Here we
go. It's going to be Barnett. Barnett at the 20, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 17. So about a 5-yard pickup there for Barnett.
So give him 5.
First, gain of 5 yards on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Commodores.
Nice fake that time to Hunter and keep by Barnett around the right side. Nice positive gain on first down. Perry has some athletes, no doubt about that, TJ. Some speed.
They do. 2nd down and 5 for the Commodores.
You don't know what to hold down.
There you go. Shotgun here for Barnett. They have a single receiver each way. High snap, Barnett. He got a little bit of trouble there, but he was going to hand it off, I thought, to Hunter, but the pressure was coming. He has to take it.
That's going to be no gain, I think.
Yeah, he got back to the 17, so it'll be 3rd and 5 from that point.
A selection of Red Raiders in on the tackle, including Uniontown's number 68, Leonard Tucker.
Tucker on the tackle for Uniontown, able to snare Barnett after the miscue in the backfield.
Looking through all my updates here, the Laurel Highlands Ambridge game, they were in a lightning delay. They're going to resume it just after 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh, Brian will love that, getting home late again.
That's a trek up there. Barnett.
Pass out to the flat. Nice pass.
Caught by Chaz Jackson.
Very close to the first down.
inside down to the 13-yard line. Winfrey was over there for the Red Raiders. And you're right, very close. It's 4th down, though, Gary, just shy.
And at this point, this is where I don't like the shotgun. Get up under center and just push it ahead for that half yard. But it seems like all of the teams just rely on that shotgun formation and don't do much different.
So 4th and 1, 4:58 to go here. Second quarter, 14-0 Uniontown, but Perry on the move. Barnett, he's going to hand it. This is Hunter, tries to get to the outside. He has the first down and more. Then he's taken out of bounds. But Perry will move the sticks there.
Give him 3.
And only needed 1.
Their third first down and a first down and goal inside the 10, I believe, or maybe right at the 11. So they still can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Late in the second quarter, 4:30 to go. Perry threatening to cut into this Uniontown 14-0 lead.
This is Perry's best drive thus far in the game. Deepest penetration as well. 1st and 10 from the 11. This is Barnett.
And he's going to be hit in the backfield. Huge play.
David Ranitou blew the play up in the backfield there. That's going to be a loss.
So Ranitou coming up big here in the second period.
The Uniontown Red Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget his lead.
Oh, he lost 7.
Yep, back to the 17-yard line.
Red Raider locker.
Big play by David Ranitou.
Are offering a variety of drinks for $2.
Ranitou, a 5'10", 220-pound senior for the Red Raiders. Second down and 16 for Perry. Barnett, he's going to air it out, and he's going for the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Good diving opportunity there, and had a step on the defender, but incomplete.
That will bring up third down, 3:27 to play.
And that's
nice design play, just could not connect on that out pattern.
That was 18. I was waiting for him to turn. Deontay Herring was the intended receiver there.
Made a diving attempt for it at the pylon, but just could not pull it in bounds.
So 3:27 to go. Second quarter, 14-0 Uniontown. Perry has a 3rd and 16 from the Red Raiders' 17-yard line. And shotgun Barnett, 2 receivers each way.
Don't bring pressure.
Yep, flushed out. He's going to throw it, and it is intercepted at about the 2-yard line. And on the interception, I believe that is Grooms, and it is Torrey Grooms on the interception for the Red Raiders, and they will take over.
So that squashes the scoring opportunity for Perry, who had it first down and 11 to go on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10, 11 yards away from the touchdown, but went backwards on 2 consecutive plays, and the interception stops that drive.
So the Red Raiders are going to start at their own 13-yard line here. So 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, 3:17 to go here, second quarter, and it's Uniontown 14 and Perry nothing.
So it looks like little late arrivals on the offensive line for the
And Uniontown has to take a timeout.
Take another timeout.
We'll pause as well. 14-0 Red Raiders on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
Grace Vet, I think, is our...
You are right. And at Grace Veterinarian Services, they know your pets and more than just pets. They are family with the latest techniques and cutting-edge laser surgical technology. Your pet will spend less time recovering and more time back on their feet, all 4 of them. Their goal is giving your pet the very best care. Grace Veterinarian Services offers a wide variety of services that include wellness exams and preventative care, vaccinations, and surgical services such as spay, neuter, and dental. For an appointment, call 724-437-4191 or visit gvs.vet.
So ready to go here now after the timeout. Red Raiders taking over after the turnover. That's the 3rd turnover for Perry. 2 fumble punts And the Red Raiders taking advantage of one of those turnovers, but they're deep in their own territory now.
They're at their own 13 as they start the drive with a 14-0 lead. Here's the handoff. This is Ranatu, and he is going to get up to about they're going to give him the 16, then he'll be driven back after a 3-yard pickup on the play.
The ball will now be the Uniontown 16-yard.
Ball to the 16. 2nd and 7 for the Red Raiders. That's a 3-minute mark here of quarter 2.
Can't believe they have any timeouts left.
Our scores, Torrey Grooms, a 5-yard run in the first quarter, 3:46. And David Ranatu, a 9-yard run at 6:45 of this second quarter, 14-0, Uniontown. Shotgun again. Dugan, he's going to keep it. He's on his feet.
Good
20,
speed
25, 30, and he'll go out of bounds up around the 30-yard line. He had a man behind him.
See where they mark it. I think it is 29.
He had a man behind him if they wanted to option it, but Dugan kept it himself, and he gets up to the 29-yard line and picks up a first down, Gary.
And that gives him a 12-yard run.
So the Red Raiders will be at their own 29. 1st and 10.
The clock continues to run. Oh, I was out of bounds. I'm sorry.
Shotgun again for Dugan. Here comes the handoff. And getting up to the 45 was Thomas. That was Michael Thomas, the sophomore on the carry, a pickup of about 6.
Gain of 6 yards on the play will bring up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and very manageable here for the Red Raiders.
2:07 to play here in the first half.
That'll keep the clock running.
Yeah, but we're coming up on the 2-minute mark here of the first half. 2 receivers out here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Double sidecars back there with Dugan in the gun. Dugan, he's going to keep it, looking for a blocker. Cuts to the inside, still on his feet, flags down as he crosses the 40, and then he'll be driven back at that point.
That's probably going to be called back again. Another holding call against the Red Raiders.
And a player down for Perry, that's Ramonte Hunter. He is down at the 40.
It is another holding call. That's the fourth holding call, and one illegal participation call or a delay of game call. So that makes 5 penalties for 45 yards for the Red Raiders.
And this injury timeout is being brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive, or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute services relief is closer than you think.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Brian Morozak and Tony Anola back here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium. We're about 2.5 minutes away from resumption tonight. If you're just joining us, we had the opening kickoff, Tony, and that was it. The game was then stopped for a lightning delay that's lasted just over an hour.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Brian, they're only giving these guys 3 minutes to warm back up, but they're planning on getting going here at, 8:03, so we're sneaking up on it.
And what's interesting is we had the long lightning delay. We had no rain during that entire period, but they did not clear the stadium. Usually in those type of situations, the stadium's cleared as well, so you had no players on the field, but you had spectators sitting in metal bleachers, which was, to me, a bit concerning.
We were talking about that during the delay, and it's like, wait a minute, like, how can everybody keep sitting in these metal bleachers if it's lightning? And why would you is the other question. I mean, you got a bunch of concession stands here, and I might have been over there trying to buy something, but hey, we're getting ready to get back going here.
So if you're just joining us, we had the opening kickoff. Ambridge won the toss, chose to receive, took it out to the 32-yard line. They're working right to left as we describe it, and that's when the game was stopped. Haven't had a play actually run from scrimmage. Both of these teams winners last week. Laurel Highlands defeated Uniontown 45-20. Ambridge had a win over Western Beaver. They're also both 2-8 a season ago, so we've seen a lot of similarities. We're expecting Ambridge to run the football a lot tonight. Noah Lyon played well at the quarterback position for Laurel Highlands last week, and don't be surprised if the weather stays good if the Mustangs put the ball in the air a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, actually, he attempted I'm trying to remember the stats
I think
from last week.
I think 6 or 7, depending. I think it was 7.
Yes.
Their official book said 6, but there was a little pitch pass forward that I think went in the books as a run.
Correct. And so he was 3 for 7 last week with a couple touchdown passes to Antoine Black. And you're right, I would not be surprised to see Noah Lyon put the ball up in the air a little bit, especially because this is a non-conference game, just to try to get him ready a little bit because you're going to see some different defenses, and we'll see how he does here tonight.
But unlike past years, Tony, these non-conference games mean a lot more because the WPIAL will take all of these games into consideration when picking the playoff field. You'll have your top 2 teams in each conference, which automatically make the playoffs, so the wild cards will be selected by a WPIAL playoff committee.
Right, but I guess what I was inferring to was hopefully that they can get him out just to get some experience.
Oh, I agree.
And kind of go from there. But you're right. I mean, they take a look at everything, including non-conference games, which, you know what, you almost have to take them into consideration if you have questionable seedings between a couple different teams. But overall, I'm not so sure they should do that, but it doesn't matter either way what I think. So
here we go, set to resume. 11:51 left here in the opening quarter. Ambridge with the football at their own 32-yard line. They're actually going to move the football here to the center of the field. They had it on the near hash mark. They're going to put it right in the center of the field at the 32-yard line. Bridgers in the home grays, white numbers, maroon pants. Laurel Highlands, the away whites, blue numbers, red trim. And we're set to resume. Here's the Mustangs make a couple of late changes here, making sure they have the right personnel on the field. And Ambridge will start with their quarterback, A.J. Grace, the 5'10", 160-pound senior. He started last week. We'll open up here in the shotgun, and the Mustangs encroach here on the first play, right before the snap.
Give him a quick 5 yards, first play from scrimmage. So 5-yard penalty against Laurel Highlands.
And the 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 5. So move the football up to the 37-yard line here for Ambridge. We saw that last week, too. Penalties certainly in the Mustangs' bugaboo.
Well, I think we had, a total of like 28 penalties in that game last week. It seemed to take forever.
Xavion Lewis to the left of Grace, and Lewis gets the football here up the middle across the 41 up to the 42-yard line, and should have enough here, Tony, for a first down, and they will move the chains.
Yeah, he does have enough, just the 5 yards right off the bat. And Lewis, a pretty big fellow back there. Going to be tough to bring down for the Mustangs, and you can see why we expect Ambridge to run a lot with him in the backfield.
Lewis, 6'1", 210 pounds. He's a senior. So 1st and 10 here for Ambridge. Line of scrimmage, the Bridgers' 43-yard line. Grace again lined up in the shotgun. Protector back to his right. Double tights on the line. A wide out to each side. And movement here on the line again. The Mustangs came across, but I think Ambridge might have moved first.
Well, they're going to call an offsides, and that's
Mustangs were pointing the other way, saying that Ambridge moved first. Now the officials might get together here. The one official was signaling a Laurel Highlands offsides penalty, but I think the other official might have saw Ambridge move first.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who it was, but somebody was just kind of stepping in the gap there on the defensive line for the Mustangs, and it looked like the left guard, looked like Dante Prentice, might have jumped a little bit for Ambridge, but let's see what they do. And they are going to move it back against Ambridge. And
the officials get together, and they call a false start here against the Ambridge Bridgers. So the 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 15. We have 11:23 left here in the opening quarter. Again, this game started right on time at 7 o'clock, right after the opening kickoff. A lightning delay that lasted an hour and 3 minutes. Now Grace and Ambridge going back to work, 1st and 15 from the Bridgers' 38-yard line. Grace protector back to his left, man coming in motion, and it's Adam Fernandez getting it here on the jet sweep, and Fernandez looking for running room with a flag on the play. Looks like Fernandez just getting back to the line of scrimmage. Don't be surprised here, Tony, if it's a holding penalty against Ambridge.
No, it's definitely going to be a holding penalty. It looks like the outside left tackle, not exactly sure, but looked like he had a hold on a Mustang there. And it'd be interesting to see if the Mustangs take this or not. I mean, really, it was you've got 5 back because of the penalty and another lightning delay.
Wow.
Yippee-yay.
I didn't see that strike either.
No, but you saw him giving the wave.
Yes. So he had a couple of plays, actually only about 50 seconds off the game clock, and another lightning delay here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium.
It looks like the Mustangs are going to accept the penalty.
Here's the thing, though, Tony, too. You wonder, obviously, you have a pretty good vantage point here in the distance. Was the lightning even within the window, miles-wise, to force the delay? I mean, you have storms all around. And I was doing a high school soccer game the other night, and there was lightning for about 35 or 40 minutes, and the kids played on before you had anything called.
Yeah,
now the officials getting together here again, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, if they called a lightning delay, we got to wait at least a half an hour.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot on the radar. I mean, there's a couple of scattered storms, but really not a whole lot to, really force that it's going to be a long situation. But obviously we had some pretty warm conditions today, and you get a lot of that heat lightning as well that tends to pop up from time to time in these situations.
Yeah, and I did not see the strikes, obviously, because in this press box, I mean, we have the lights on behind us, so for me to look up, I'm just seeing the reflections here. So,
and there is a cell to the north, kind of centered around Beaver Falls, and there's one other one back in Ohio. But other than that, just a couple of scattered showers around the area.
Well,
what was that announcement over there, Tony?
I did not hear that one. He's doing a 50-50.
Okay. And they do have the coaches and Mike Smith down there, too, Laurel Highlands assistant athletic director. We'll keep it here just for now. I believe the Uniontown-Perry game going to halftime anyways, and that game at last check, 14-0 Uniontown over Perry, just in case anything gets decided here to end up postponing this tonight. And the other thing you have to factor in, too, Tony, the distance between these two schools as well. It's not like Ambridge and Laurel Highlands are next-door neighbors by any means, but the two programs were set to play a junior varsity game tomorrow down at Laurel Highlands, so Ambridge was scheduled to come down there, and they were going to play at 11 o'clock for a JV game. Now, you could just make that a varsity resumption if Ambridge was scheduled to head down that way anyways.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, they could actually just play down there. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. You could just basically just play the game down at Laurel Highlands tomorrow because the schools were planning on going that way anyways for a JV game.
Yeah.
Depending on how long they want to wait around here tonight. But again, we're in a lightning delay situation. You have the athletic directors for both schools out on the field with the officials. 11:07 left here in the opening quarter. Again, we had the opening kickoff right at 7 o'clock, an immediate lightning delay that lasted an hour and 3 minutes. Ran a couple of plays here, Tony, and Ambridge would be facing a 2nd and 25 from their own 28-yard line, but have had just 53 seconds of game time actually elapsed off the clock. So while they talk things over, we'll step aside for another timeout here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliffe Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school football teams a great season.
Amidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amidar Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call them 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Brian Rosak and Tony Hanola back here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium in Ambridge, still in a lightning delay. Just 11:07 left in the opening quarter. We played only 53 seconds of football. The athletic director still talking here on the field. We haven't seen Tony, and I didn't see the last lightning strike, but I haven't seen anything new come up as of late. And I think the last lightning strike, what were we at, 8:07, I believe?
Yes.
I'll take us down to 8:37 for a resumption here tonight. Again, the Uniontown Perry game at halftime as well. We'll send you out there for a little more bonus coverage once they resume the second half as well. And again, if we get any more updates before then, we'll pass them along to you here on WMBS when this game does resume. Again, we'll have it for you here on WMBS. Again, scoreless, 11:07 left here in the opening quarter. Ambridge and Laurel Highlands in a lightning delay. Take another quick timeout and then send you back out to TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser for the second half of the Uniontown Perry game from Bill Powers Stadium here on WMBS.
Get more for your hard-earned money during the Labor Day sale going on now at Reed's Warehouse. Stop in and see the savings on famous name appliances and furniture, plus 12 months, no interest for qualified buyers. Check out the extra discounts on recliners by Lazy Boy, Catnapper, and Flex Steel. Recline back, relax, and watch or listen to the game in comfort. The Labor Day sale going on now at Reed's Warehouse, the Superstore. Shop Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday until 5, Labor Day, 9 until 2.
Reed's Warehouse, can't be beat. Why buy retail? Buy Reed's.
The
Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanola back here at Mo Rubenstein Stadium. Tonight's game has been at least postponed. Tony, don't know if it's officially canceled yet. We haven't received word, but they're not going to finish playing here this evening.
No, and, probably, I'm going to guess it's probably the right call. You don't know what's going to happen with the weather. As you mentioned, there looked like another cell coming like 9:15. But we'll be on the way home. We just spent a week in Ambridge tonight.
Yes.
So.
Again, we have no idea. They are scheduled to play a JV game down at Laurel Highlands tomorrow. Whether they'll convert that into a varsity game, we don't know yet. And again, once we find out, we'll pass it along to you here on WMBS. But again, Laurel Highlands and Ambridge postponed, possibly canceled for tonight. Actually just saw another lightning strike right now. So, again, we'll wrap it up here from Mo Rubenstein Stadium tonight. But we will have the rest of the Uniontown Perry game for you here on WMBS, so stay tuned. We'll get it back out to TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser for the rest of Uniontown Perry. But for Tony Hanola and Brian Morozak, that's it tonight from Ambridge High School. Laurel Highlands and Ambridge scoreless, and we don't know if they're going to resume or not. Again, as soon as we find out, we'll pass it along on our social media platforms here on WMBS.
Yeah, you'll just have to pay attention and see what goes on. I mean, they may play tomorrow, but then again, as we mentioned,
we don't know.
It's not a conference game, so it really doesn't have to be played.
Correct.
But, plus they already pulled to 50-50, so somebody's happy.
Yes. So for Josh Kreisig behind the camera, my broadcast partner Tony Hanola and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. This is Brian Morozak saying have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Laurel Highlands and Ambridge end up scoreless tonight because of lightning, and again, no word if this game will get resumed or not. And again, stay tuned for the rest of Uniontown Perry tonight here on WMBS.
Introducing target.
Any word if they're going to try to play tomorrow?
Charter bus to come back out here.
Well, I didn't know if you guys are playing a JV game down at.
It sounds like pregame it got canceled. I don't think they had no.